I hate that I have to do this. Activision, we need to talk. Listen, bro, I don't want to be the one to pile on this news with all the ranting and the raving, but I just gotta say something. And I hate that we have to have this talk again. You ever just, when your parents, you get in trouble by your parents and they say, why do I always have to talk to you? Why do we always have to go over this? Why do we always have to go over this? I think we have over 5 years of evidence of what works and what doesn't work. But for some reason, we keep on wanting to harp on and do the things that don't work rather than trying the things that do work. So if you guys don't know, season 4 just came out last Thursday. I'm going to be super honest with you. If you guys follow me on my Twitch, I was saying a lot of things about it and I was actually really nervous. I wasn't as excited as I was nervous because of the roadmap. Now, if you guys remember the roadmap, they introduced a new tower, which is called the Overlook, which we're going to talk about in a second, the hand cannon, a door barrier, and then some weapons. And then to me, I was just like, yawn. Like the roadmap just didn't seem exciting. And what the roadmap didn't seem exciting, I just knew that the season wasn't going to be exciting. And we've had plenty of evidence like this, in days past when we had the RAM or the growl or, specialists added, or a certain mode added. We were very excited about it. But going into this, it just didn't have that. But I don't want to go too off topic with this discussion. I want to talk about 4 main points. The first main point that I want to talk about is content. So yes, I am a content creator. Yes, a lot of people who watch myself or watch other people in this field and community, or even you guys like to play for the content, watch the content, enjoy the content. I feel like the content was so subpar in season 4, it just didn't make sense. Get where I'm saying? Season 3 drops, Verdansk comes back. The content was Verdansk. Everything else around Verdansk was pretty boring, but we got Verdansk for the first time in 4 years. So hey, W's to that, kudos to that, let's enjoy that. This is where the big test came. So what were some of the problems in season 3 that are still in season 4? 1, loot. Loot is bare bones. Loot is not fun. Loot is very boring. Loot is very just strenuous. Loot is very difficult to come by. You can't get money. You can't find those rare guns. Orange boxes haven't meant anything since Caldera, and I don't know why they don't mean anything. There's no contracts. So if you guys are people who like to push teams or like to do a lot of bounties, the big game bounties are terrible. Recons are okay and stuff like that, but there's none on the map. There's so many times where I play, there's no contracts on the map, especially when you play solos and duos where there's like more of yourself, but less like of a team aspect. For some reason, there's less contracts. It's just, it makes no sense because we simply were asking Call of Duty, Activision, Raven to add more content, add more contracts, and give us more money and better loot. And they didn't even do that. On top of the content is the playlist. This playlist update has to be the worst playlist update I have ever seen in a long time. Honestly, since Warzone 2, so Modern Warfare 2. I get that there is a huge casual base to the game. I think casuals is good for players to go in and to try to learn the game. There's also a lot of people who I know in my community who watch me who have told me before that because they don't have a squad to play with, they just go play casuals to make it easier. I totally understand it, but taking out solos in general is, I think, a major L. I think casual solos does not need to be added. I think casual quads is the most you need. It's the most understanding thing that you need, and I don't think you need anything else in between that. On top of that, this is new LTM mode Clash. Listen, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't want to contradict myself where I do say that I like when Activision and Raven tries to add different things to the game. So I do respect them for trying, and sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. Can we please, if we're gonna revert and bring back things that we did love, can we try to bring back some things that we did enjoy? Can we please bring back buybacks? I don't know why buybacks have not been back in over 3 years. I don't know why that game mode has not been back. I don't know why that LTM has not returned. I think Massive Resurgence was an incredible LTM. That's actually one of the best LTMs I believe they dropped in recent time on Big Map. Massive Resurgence, I truly enjoy, and it always should come back at some certain point of time during the playlist. That is a playlist update that I want to say is new, but I want to say it happened before, but let's just call it new. And for that being something new that they tried, that was a success. To me, that was awesome. I think the content was good. I think you still got that where, even though I don't want Resurgence and Big Map, I think it just somehow worked for the Verdansk and that. And that's the only kind of research thing I would want, but it just worked out well. And it was actually really, really fun. But overall, the content is just dull. The FFAR is a legendary gun. I think the FFAR is still good. I think the LC-10 is cool, but I still think there's other guns where the FFAR could have came back. The MAC-10, we do already have a Bison, so I wouldn't say like the Bullfrog. But like, I think think the MAC-10 would be a gun that I would think about at the top of my head that I could see returning, that a lot of people had fun with, and I don't know why it didn't. So I just think overall with the content of season 4, it's so dull, and we are a week out of it, and we're already like, you know what I'm saying? And then lastly, the big tower, the Overlook. And I'm not saying this because it's hindsight. I knew that the Overlook was gonna not be that good because that was really difficult. I was really scared about it. And the reason why I was scared about it is because during the roadmap, we didn't hear anything about specialists. We didn't hear anything about a secret vault. We didn't hear anything about nothing. The only thing I found was a door on like the 3rd floor of the vault, and you have to translate some phone in Russian. And even when I did figure out, nothing opened. So I don't even know if there's a vault. I haven't seen anything about a vault, but the fact that there's a big tower that half the map goes to and you still can't even leave with 20K cash as your team, you can leave with, I guess, that much, but no real specialist, no real value to it. It just is a big ass building in the middle of the map. And I was scared about, and everything happened the way I thought it would. The next thing we're gonna talk about is hackers. Hackers, I mean, bro, just Jesus Christ, man. Activision needs to make an example out of somebody. They have made zero example out of anybody with these hacker situations. And I'm gonna keep on reiterating this, but Fortnite sued a kid who was cheating in a tournament. I just saw recently the other day ago, I don't know if it's true or not, but I guess during the EWC qualifiers, which is $1 million qualifier, I believe I saw something where there was like 2 teams that were like teaming in it and they weren't killing each other. And I know they're not hackers, but still cheating. And so, but the hacker situation is so pathetic. Like, that's the best word I can put at this point, that it truly doesn't make sense. It truly does not make sense. I just don't get what is wrong. The thing about it is, it's because the hackers are so terrible, our game is not taken serious. The competitive side of our game is not taken serious. The content side of our game is not taken serious. There's just no seriousness to Call of Duty right now. And these hackers are running rampant. I have seen clips recently of people just doing 360, like remember back in the day when they were doing the spins and they were shooting everybody across the map? I've been seeing that again. Rank play, which we'll talk about next, that is just disgusting. I don't even play ranked. I don't even want to play ranked. Hackers are just everywhere, and you can't even like enjoy the game now and be like, all right, this kid's actually pretty decent and maybe he just killed me. Like, you just are always assuming a hacker. You're always assuming a cheater. It's like, 20,000 accounts got banned. There's 100,000 more that's coming back. Everybody say hi to Swag. I'm recording.
Hello, Smooth Gang.
So the hacker situation is just terrible at this point. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to harp on with that anymore. Just fix it. Like, there's nothing else anymore. Just fix it. If you guys start IP banning, IP ban. If you guys start suing kids, sue them. Put fear in these hackers' hearts. Y'all not doing it. Y'all gotta do something. Put them in the jail and under that bit. But something gotta give. The next up is now gonna be rank play. Rank play is the most unserious, terrible, most worst. Like, I think Call of Duty has the worst competitive scene in major gaming right now. And like, I know I'm ranting, and I love COD, and I'm not trying to like, but like, I gotta keep it 100. What is less serious than COD ranked? COD competitive, Warzone competitive. And there's people out here who are trying to really put a scene out for the competitive side. Warzone, multiplayer, I mean, multiplayer's been around for a long time, but really Warzone. The competitive, the ranked side of the game is pathetic. Like, there's teaming with hackers. That's a thing in rank play now, guys. There's 9 people teaming together hacking. What? They're evolving. No. They're evolving with their hacking. They're evolving. This is ridiculous. It's like a disease. This is like the Last of Us. It's like the disease with the Last of Us, an airborne disease, and people are just getting affected by that lotus flower, and it's just starting to become clickers and all in between, bro. Like, it's a disease out here, and there's no cure. It's so bad. I don't even try to play ranked. There's a few times where I try to do a Road to Iridescent series and I stop it so quickly because ranked is so unserious. It's so not fun. It's pathetic. And I think the biggest thing is there's no legal action. There's no example. There's nothing that's being shown to it. And with that being said, they just don't give a f. They get an account banned, they just get a new account. Like, I don't know why they're not getting IP banned. Hackers should be getting IP banned. Like, there's just no question about it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it at this point. At this point in Call of Duty, any type of hacker, any type of blatant hacker, any type of report where they are hacking, they should be getting IP banned. Like, you just have to make examples out of people, bro. And then it will just stop. And you have to make big examples out of people at this point, because it's not gonna take one, it's gonna take 101. Because then when they see you're serious, then they'll stop. Rank is just terrible. Hackers is just horrible. I mean, I think Rank Verdansk would have been fun fun. We always wanted it, but it's just overtaken with hackers. I mean, the SR situation, I think the SR, everything is good. It's just literally hackers. Literally, like those kind of go hand in hand. And then the last point that I want to talk about is the quality of life, the flow of the game, the state of the game, everything. I am a big map connoisseur. I love playing Verdansk. I love playing big map. I love playing Battle Royale. I am not big on Rebirth and Resurgence, even though it has a humongous fan base there. And if there's something about Resurgence that I want to say is, I know we keep reverting and redoing the same thing, but I think bringing back Vondo would be awesome. I think a lot of people do like Vondo. I actually enjoy Vondo as well, and I would like to see Vondo with the MW3 movement and with the BO6 movement. I think Vondo would be great for it to come back. So, and if there's another Resurgence map that they're dropping, I think that'd be awesome too. But when it comes to Verdansk, the pace of the game somehow got slower with the game being faster. And this goes back to this season, they changed some buy stations. The tower buy station is still there. The Virgin Tower buy stations are still there for no reason. That needs to go. There's different parts of the map that just don't matter. High tier loot is not high tier loot. There's no contracts. The vehicles are okay, but there's not I think there should be a little bit more vehicles. Just the state and the flow of the game is so slow. It's so slow, especially if you're playing solos and duos, in my personal opinion. Like, it's going to make the game stagnant out, and it's going to make the game boring. It's going to make the game not enjoyable. It's going to make the game to a point where people are just like, I don't even know what to do anymore with it, because it's just boring. There's just no excitement to it. And now I do try to do what I can, especially when you get your loadout and you get, you know, contracts and you have money, you can pop UAVs and advanced UAVs, you can fly around the map. The game feels so much fun, and it is how to go. But for the casual person or the person who doesn't play at the same pace as I do, I mean, it can be a lot slower, but I feel like it just can be a lot more boring. So then when you die, go to the gulag, go to the gulag. But at this time, you just want to go to Resurgence. You know what I'm saying? So I think the state of the game is just not at the greatest point. And so all in all being said, with my conclusion, season 4 update was one of the worst that we've had in a while. With server issues, with bundle issues, which is a first, with the map, the gameplay, the playlist update, everything like that, there just wasn't a lot of fun. There just wasn't a lot of success in it. And there's a mid-season update that's gonna come in like 30 days. I don't really think that's gonna make that much of a difference unless they're gonna make huge drastic changes over the next 3 to 4 weeks. But I don't see any new content that they brought in the roadmap that's gonna be like just a game changer. I think by the mid-season update, the tower should be gone. There's no point of having that tower anymore because it's just not fun. The weapons are cool. They did some balancing to the weapons that made no sense. They added more visual recoil to all the ARs, but added the BV, up the bullet velocity. It's just like things that we just don't ask for. If it don't broke, don't fix it. And it's just, I don't know, man. I just didn't want to be a one to come here with the rant videos. Like, I just want to make fun content. I just want to have fun. I want to enjoy myself. But like, you know, if I'm gonna spectate solos now, it's spectating casual solos. We can try to make fun out of that, but it's just like, I don't know how fun that is. You know, there's just different things in the game right now that just doesn't make sense. And Call of Duty has a blueprint of the good, bad, and ugly, and they just gotta follow what worked and didn't work. They keep trying to add new things that don't work, and rather than adding new things that did work or revamping the good, I don't know. This just like it's just not it right now. The season's not fun. It's boring. I mean, there's shit everywhere, man. But hopefully Call of Duty I just miss that will, that sheer, that want to play the game every day. And it's not even myself, it's the average person. You know, there's people who love Call of Duty and we love it. We really are. We're brainwashed by it. For me, myself, I'm only brainwashed for so long until I have to just give it a break. And I don't want to give this a break. I love Verdansk. I think it's amazing. So Call of Duty, please, Activision, please, Raven, please, just do what you got to do. Fix the game, and just, you guys can do it. You guys can do it. Just stop overthinking, man, and just give us what we need, bro. And we're gonna be happy people. I promise you we will be. Anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to notifications. Yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one though. Y'all stay smooth.